Okay, so the question says C1 and C2 are two biased coins such that the probabilities of getting heads in a single toss are 2 by 3 and 1 by 3 respectively, and alpha is the number of heads that appear on C1 and beta is the number of heads that appear on C2, and they're saying the roots of this quadratic equation are going to be real and equal. And we know the property, when the roots are going to be real and equal, the discriminant must be equal to 0. That means we are going to get alpha square minus 4 beta equal to 0. That means alpha square equal to 4 beta. So that is one property that we are going to get. And the second thing that we have to observe here is we are tossing both the coins 2 times. That means the number of heads, whatever they are talking about, is going to be either we may get 0 heads, or we may get 1 head, or we may get 2 heads. That means alpha and beta are going to take only the values 0, 1, and 2. So, and also they have to satisfy this condition alpha square equal to 4 beta. What should be the values of alpha and beta? For example, if I take alpha equal to 0, then in that case, automatically we are going to get beta equal to 1. But if I take alpha equal to 1, we are going to get beta equal to 1 by 4, which is not possible. And again, if I take alpha equal to 2, we are going to get beta equal to 1, right? Alpha equal to 2, then that will be 4 equal to 4 beta, we are going to get beta equal to 1. So these are the only two possibilities that we are going to get for the values of alpha and beta. So now let's see what is the probability that the roots are going to be real and equal. So that means alpha should be 0 and beta should be 0, and alpha equal to 2 and beta equal to 1. So now if I talk about these conditions here, alpha equal to 0 and beta equal to 0 actually means alpha equal to 0, beta equal to 0 means what? On the coin 1, we are going to get both tails, and on coin 2 also both are going to be tails, right? That is one case that we got here. And then if I take alpha equal to 2, we got beta equal to 1. This means what? On the first coin, we are going to get both heads. But on the second coin, this one is going to be and. But on the second coin, we are either going to be heads, tails, or we are going to be tails and heads. Now in the question, it is already given they are going to be independent events. So we are going to use the concept of independent. And what they have given, so on the coin 1, the probability of getting head is given as 2 by 3. And on coin 2, the probability of getting head is given as 1 by 3. Right? So this is the data that is given. So now on coin 1, we are getting both the tails. That actually means what? 1 by 3 into 1 by 3. And automatically will become multiplication that we know here, because all are independent events only. So on here, we are going to get tails. So that one is going to give you 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. So this one is going to be a first case that we got here. And when we talk about the second case, so both heads that we are getting here, so both heads is going to be 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. And then, so that is going to be overall multiplication. But again, heads and tails that we got on the second coin. So getting heads is going to be 1 by 3. Multiply with getting tails is going to be 2 by 3. But this is a OR case that is going to come as plus, right? Because we are taking two different cases here. And similarly, the probability of getting tails in the first toss is going to be 2 by 3, and getting heads in the second toss is going to be 1 by 3. And of course, these are going to be the two different possibilities. Again, we are going to call this one as two different cases, or we are going to get another OR in between. So the final answer for this one is going to be 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. So that is 1 by 3 whole square into 2 by 3 whole square plus, and here we are going to get a 2 by 3 whole square multiplied with this one is going to be 2 by 9 plus 2 by 9. So that will be equal to what? 4 upon 9. Okay, so that is what we are going to get. And if you simplify this, we are going to get the final answer as 20 upon 81. Okay, so 20 upon 81 is going to be the answer for this question of the given cases that we are talking about. So that is going to be your option B will be the answer for this question here. So here, one thing that you can observe here. So instead of talking about how the tosses are happening, it would have been a lot easier the way that we did if we have started the question with making the roots of the quadratic equation as real and equal, instead of simply going for how many heads and how many tails are happening, right? So answer for this question came out to be what? 20 upon 81.